Also, does it look weird right now?
No, but I'm saying our mouth sometimes is like holding it and it'll go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I'm just trying to make sure it's actually up on our page, though.
You
All
feel
right,
me?
so we good on that. Let me just get to our other source just to make sure that we are good to go on that. Oh, yep, yeah. So it popped up on it popped up on our YouTube as well. So I mean on my YouTube. I mean somebody might have to mute whatever it is in the background too, if y'all can.
Charlie back there with
Sorry.
Oh
Sally.
no, no, you good. Yeah, no, I'll be pulling it up on my laptop, I mean on my phone too, to so I can be able to see the questions and stuff like
That's
that
what
right
I
away.
the same thing until the whole dang screen shut down on me.
Right. I'm gonna try to give it a second, give some people some time to jump in here, and then we gonna get it rolling.
Check it out.
I mean, I see up there, I see viewers, but I don't know. Maybe I just jumped in a second late or something. We'll see. Bro, that's so weird how my phone does that. Hold on 1 second. All right, well, you know what? We're just gonna get right into this, man. So, what's up, everybody, man? It's episode 26 or so. Goated. Man, it's a lot going on, man. I know some good, some bad, some just, indifferent. You know, so appreciate Charlie coming in as a special co-host with us today, man. So if y'all got questions, man, drop them below for us. We would definitely want to take some time out to definitely drop some get some answers out there. And as always, you guys be safe, man. Corona is still going on out there, man. So you guys take care of yourself, be healthy, be well, and like, man, take care of yourself, man. So appreciate everybody tuning in. I do have it streaming also to YouTube. So if there's somebody that doesn't have Facebook, jump over to the YouTube and you'll be able to see it on that platform as well. Um, and like I said, you guys, please drop some questions for us. Appreciate Charlie coming in. Demonte, anything you got?
Yeah, man. I'm happy to have Charlie Broussard back with us one more time, man. You know, like, you know what I mean? He's a friend of the program, man. He's like an informant, you know? And
Right.
so whenever we really want to get touched up, we hit Charlie up, man. And he's all the way on the West Coast, but man, he loves the game. So I'm always happy to have you here, Charlie. And it's gonna be a good show. And we got a lot of good topics to talk about, man. And I hope everybody's being safe still, man. And just looking out for one another and being safe as we about to start this school year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you got for us, Charlie?
Hello, people. Hey, Glenn, Monte, man. It's a blessing to be on here once again, man. It's always a good time when we all connect, man. I look forward to the conversation, the debates, and everything, man. Let's get to it, man.
Oh,
Yeah. So, I think we would be remiss, man, if we didn't at least speak on this Jacob Blake situation. So, for those of you that maybe haven't, I guess, been on the social media, there was another guy, another African American man. He was shot 7 times, I believe, um, at close range inside his vehicle. I know there is a video out there. So, Charlie, what's your thoughts, man, or anything you wanted to comment about on this
You know, I could only stomach to watch about maybe like 20 seconds of it, and I turned it off. Man, it's defeating, it's overwhelming, frustrating. It's man, it's until they hold officers accountable, it's gonna continue. It's gonna continue, man. It really is. It's like now it's to the point that you used to feel safe around officers, but now it's like you want to avoid them as much as you can, man. Even if you get pulled over for a traffic stop as an African American man, you like, darn it, could this be it? Just any,
right, right,
like, man, it's this. I see officers now, and I just put my head down. I don't want to make no kind of eye contact whatsoever. I avoid them. I'm like the
yeah,
friendliest on earth. So, for me to feel that kind of way, I know it has to be other people that can relate and feel that way as well, man. It's sad. I mean, and people out there, if you can avoid, just do right, what I'm saying, anything that you can avoid officer contact, please, because it's like, man, they knocking us out one by one, man.
for
definitely.
real.
Yeah. How about you, DeMonte?
Well, I mean, I listen. I'm like Charlie, man. It took me. I stopped it at least the first 3 or 4 times, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just couldn't watch it. It was like watching. I can't even remember the young man's name. The runner. You know, I remember doing the same thing. The one, you know, and he was fighting for his life. And it is close to home. Like literally, Kenosha, we 35 minutes, 40 minutes away. This could have been any of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, we had children in the car. It's sad, bro. It's sad. Like there's like the worst part is this, man, is that there's people who actually are defending the cops' actions. You know, trying to find reasons and all these different things in between, and that's what's wrong with everything, man. It's scary to be being a black male right now in America, man. You know, we just got to make sure we walk in the straight and narrow, man. And even when you are, man, you got to just be careful because he was unarmed. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, they not even beating guys up no more. You know what I'm saying?
No.
They ain't beating you up. They ain't tasing you. They just straight to shooting you. You know, 7 times. Like that's no remorse, man. So, like I said, that could have been any of us. You know, we talking. These are cops right in our own neighborhoods. I mean, this is 35, 40 minutes away, even though it's a national headline. It's sad. You guys can still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So
yep, I'm gonna bring you back in.
That's kind of all I got to say about that, you know, for now. But you know, it's ugly.
Hey, you guys. I mean, not to defer from, I guess, him and his situation, and what happened, but you guys, please, man, I beg of you, man, watch your children and what they are watching on the social media and the YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff, man. If you got kids, man, please, you guys, man, like I understand it's a new age, a new era, a new day, whatever you want to call it. But I want you guys to realize the trauma that we are putting our children through by them watching murder happen in real life. Not on TV, not in a movie. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, man, but there was a zombie movie. The first zombie movie I ever seen, dude, scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. And I really thought zombies were real, you know, like you think the closet is full of monsters or something. You know, the closet looked like a person, you know. And the difference though is that eventually I realized it was fake. But this is real. You guys, please watch your children, man, and I know we want to educate them and things like that, but please just try to inform them in the best way that you can, because it sucks when they're scrolling down Facebook and they can watch live murder. And the second part to this is I feel really bad because how do we go straight to gun instead of taser or gun instead of pepper spray or anything like that? And also he has his kids in the car, which is probably going to traumatize them. No, I don't know how old they are, you know, but I know Kenosha. I mean, I've seen some videos. They started burning stuff down already. So, and for the people out there, I said this before. I know people talk about the black on black crime. I'm gonna try to make this quick and simple. Just my standpoint on that. I know we don't want black on black crime, but the difference between a black man killing a black man and a cop killing a black man is one is trained. One has background checks, investigations, psychological exams. When we were born, we didn't have a psychological exam. We just were born. So they go through tests to put them in that position. So I know he's in critical condition. Hopefully he pulls through. And you guys, you know, stick together, man. It's crazy. So, hey, man, I salute him, man. Hopefully he's okay. So over this past weekend, there was the All-County Tournament. All right, now I done seen 2 million different statuses. I done seen 2 million different outcomes. All the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, if I had, and all that stuff. So I guess people were peeping in from their live. So Charlie, what I don't know. Did you get anything from where you were? Did you get to watch anything or what?
Man, you know I had my phone to my hip, ready to go. Man, listen. I saw some stats, some videos or whatnot. I see a lot of people, being snakes, man, not being a man of their word, switching teams. I mean, God, I thought loyalty was everything over money, fellas. Come on now, I would hate to invest some money into a nice, a great tournament, man, and and you jump ship on me.
Right.
Somebody had to pay me my money back.
Hey, I hear you on that.
So I heard what I heard was, the Minnesota team, they represented well. I heard AWOL had a first round exit. It wasn't a pretty look. I heard Bijo had Keontae and the other kid named Gio. Man, I heard they was looking like, man, the stars that they are, man, so I wish I could have flown in town to see it in action, man. And then somebody said that my boy Kern, my fellow Red Cat, got dunked on something nasty, and I seen the video and
he should have let it go, man. Kern should have let it go.
Kern, if you watching this, man, I'm gonna give you credit, man, because a lot of people would have just stopped at half court instead of trying to
go, man.
I'm gonna give you credit, man. You played.
I would have let him go. He was already gone.
Listen, he wasn't even talk about that. He brought it up. I did see that though.
Yeah,
I did.
All I seen was I seen somebody post it. I didn't know who that was got dunked on until I looked at it about 5-6 times. Like, I was that was good. No, he should just let him go.
Hey, what funny was, and all our, the white viewers is cool, but it was a white boy.
Yeah,
it was a white boy.
Nice.
After he dunked it, he went crazy too.
Went crazy.
Like,
yeah. Hey, man.
It was on some, but to Kern's to his credit, because from what I heard, he used to have some dumb bounce, right?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
He it so smooth, like, because he dunked on people before, so he was just like, dude did some of that, was his teammate was like dancing, and Kern walked off like, you got that, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I appreciate that as a hooper, you feel me? Because I don't know what my reaction would have been, you know what I mean? I would have tried to fake injury. I would fake injury. This court, man.
I know. Well, I mean, according to a source, I ain't gonna say the name. Just I'm a leave the name out. If he decide to speak up, he will. I'm pretty sure he will. I mean, from one source that I heard, he said, "Man, if Milwaukee don't get it together, it's a team out there that's probably gonna win that thing every time." From what I'm hearing, that I guess they had a nasty PG. One of them teams had a nasty point guard out there that was tearing off everybody. So, I ain't gonna say his name. He know who he is, man. But, I just think that, man, we got to bring this back to Milwaukee, man. I think Indiana won last year. Chicago won this year. And, man, we out here, we got it in the mill, man. We got so much talent. I don't know how we losing, man.
Can I say something?
Going against each other, though. Like, instead of putting the best guys on one team and then getting a second group of guys, try to put them on one team, or getting a team that's outside the city to have their best team. We got like sprinkles of players everywhere and everybody grabbing their boys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of that going on. But I think next year they talking about raising the stakes. There's about to be some people putting some teams together for sure. And I got to watch a good amount of it. And I'll tell you, the team who won it was stout on defense. Shout out to Bijo, them team. Bijo, man, he had some energy. Man, that boy was over there doing a tight rider on that bench, man. He had a fight. Chuck was over there looking like the apprentice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He out there trying to tell some vets what to do. You know what I'm saying? Trying to tell them what to do. Them boys is doing. They was out there going to work. They hooped. That team that made it to the finals, they hooped. But that's a lot of games, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What you was about to say, though, Charlie?
Listen, and that just goes to show yes, Milwaukee has a lot of great ballers that needs to be participating that I would love to see in that tournament to make sure it stays home. The White Bikes, Vanderbloom,
you got DG, you got Deontay Burton, you got Kevon Looney. Man, hey, man, we got It's a lot of names out here, man.
Come on, y'all.
You got Freddie Goldstein. Bro, it's a lot
Freddie,
of that.
yes.
Come on, bro. They gotta raise the chicken if they want to get them.
Well, you know, it was 10,000 in last few years, I think. But you know, when it's outside, they had to lower it to 5. I mean, I don't see
Mike's and Looney go out to lunch for 10,000. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man, see, that's what I'm saying. Leave all that Hollywood stuff alone, man. The money can kind of be there, man. Do it. Just put on for the city one time, man. Dang.
Yeah, I mean, they ain't doing that. I mean, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. It's just, you know, it's just one of them things, man. I just feel like we got so much talent in Milwaukee, man. But it's our Milwaukee mindset that oftentimes kill us. You know what I mean? It's one of them things where everybody trying to win it for themselves instead of everybody coming together and, you know, trying to put the best team in it to win. I mean, just to represent Milwaukee, you know, whatever. So, but I don't know, man. We got to figure this out, man. It's 2 years in a row we haven't won it.
It makes the tournament better that we ain't winning it. To be honest with you right now, because next year that's gonna be the motivation for a better tournament. You know, we coming off a COVID year. It's actually a success that they even had a tournament and they got it indoors. So shout out to Turner for working on that, man, and work on that because that's a success in its own. And it had a nice little turnout too. Granted, it wasn't a lot of everybody playing, but hey, in this climate right now, that's a win.
Definitely. So, you know, man, shout out to all them, man, everybody that ran in the R County you know, tournament. Shout out to Turner too, man. He's definitely doing some great work with that, man. I love to see it, man. So it's not easy sometimes getting a bunch of pros and guys together, man, sometimes. So it ain't easy. You know what I mean?
No.
So so now what you about to say? You got something?
No, I was gonna say a couple things. One, I was gonna say to Turner that, you know, I know he's already talking, hopefully probably thinking about next year already. But if he wants to come on and you know, talk a little bit about that, man, like, you know, get this thing active, man, because they talking about raising the stakes and you know, get some talk going early, you know, because I felt it was good to watch and tune into that, man. But obviously we got some other fish to fry with the NBA, so I'll let you go ahead and get us into that.
Oh yeah, man. All right, so dude, man, we got like 2 sweeps. We got some big things, man, that we can take it away from this whole bubble and like things that's kind of going on in the league. So so I'm gonna ask DeMonte first, just to get his opinion out there. So like, what's your thoughts like just on this whole playoff experience since we got 2 sweeps already now, which I didn't think honestly we were gonna have, but my pick was wrong. So kind of what's your thoughts, man? What's like your big takeaways and stuff, man?
Man, it's a couple teams on upset alert, buddy. You know what I mean? Like, but we kind of called it. If you watch some of the prior shows, you know, we said it, but then when it started happening, it's like, man, this really is happening. You know, in the sweeps, don't overly surprise me. They do and they don't because those teams are missing key players, naming like the Nets and the Sixers. But I mean, how impressive that the Celtics and the Raptors looked in that first round, and they have to play each other. Oh man, like the regular season means a lot. You know, essentially they're knocking each other out. The Bucks, because they got that number 1 seed, get to play the lesser of evils. And again, Miami ain't no cakewalk either. So people who are talking about the East is weak. Them 4 teams in the East ain't no joke. I mean, those are 4 tough teams, especially in the bubble. But yeah, I mean, so far in the West, everybody got, you know, they got a little bit of a tussle.
Yeah. What you got for us, Charlie? What's your thoughts, man?
I'm impressed. And I'm gonna say the Raptors, you know, the Raptors really impressed me. I didn't know what they would, you know, what coming into the season, I didn't know what they look like without Kawhi because he did so much for them, man. But I'm quite impressed. They may be one of the most complete teams in the bubble right now, if not the most complete team. You know, versatility, depth, star power. You know, so I don't know, man. They weren't on my radar, but they are now. You know, so just watching them, I'm like, dog, this is a very complete team.
Yeah.
You know,
they're scary.
Hey, man, what about these Clippers, man? Somebody let me know. Are they in trouble? All right, they gonna make it through this storm. What y'all got, man? What's going on, man? It's looking rough.
7.
They gonna make it. I got a question though. Who do you guys think is the leader? Because every team has that leader that kind of keeps guys together, hold guys accountable. But who's that leader on the Clippers?
If I'm speaking on it, honestly, it has to be Kawhi. My only thing is Kawhi is very quiet.
Yeah.
So right now, this is just my opinion. I think they don't really have an on-court leader right now. I do, at least me personally. I think Doc Rivers is all they really got right now for the most part. And it doesn't look good because right now I think Kawhi, to be honest with y'all, I think Kawhi just chilling. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I haven't seen that.
And getting some buckets though.
But I haven't seen that. Like, I don't know if y'all are like Kawhi when he was playing on the Spurs, it was like that. Wow, like, oh my goodness. Then last week he played for the Raptors, it's like Raptors. It was like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, but now it's just I don't see that little spark or something that just feel like it's missing right now.
I think Paul George takes away from Kawhi. I think
Kawhi messed up.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, man, because Kawhi, he's phenomenal.
He's at 30 every game. He's
the best player on the floor overall. But
Pat Bev not being there for some reason,
hurts.
and as annoying as he is, it is different game without Pat Bev because like he's vocal, he's mean. You know what I mean?
I mean, then you're talking about 3 of the top 10 best probably defenders in the NBA on the floor at the same time.
Yeah.
Then you turn around and Lou Will don't have to play defense. He's just going to score. Like, I mean, you know what I mean?
Talk about this too. I don't think Montrez is all the way back yet.
Nah.
From in the bubble, he don't look 100% yet. But let's give Dallas some credit here. You know what I'm saying? Because let's just put Luka to the side because that's a different discussion. We're gonna talk Luka in a little bit. But them other guys on that team, I called you one night, Glenn. This is off the record. Just homie talk. I just called him like, yo, bro, these Mavericks are something serious, dog. I was over there watching the game, like I had my coaching board out, like that was a cold play right there. Them boys sharing the ball, bro. Hardaway hooping, Burke is killing,
Seth hooping,
and then playing crazy. Yes,
Porzingis is unguardable, bro.
Oh yeah.
He said Porzingis what?
He's unguardable out there. I mean, he's dunking everything around the basket, and he's hitting 30-footers. It's like, I mean, he did a step back on Paul George. I'm like, bro, you supposed to be doing that to him.
Hey, y'all, man. All I'm saying is I gotta toot my horn, man. I told y'all. I said in the past episode, I said, man, the mismatch nightmare. I know Luka be balling, but the mismatch nightmare for pretty much every team in the NBA right now, specifically also because he's on the Mavs, but it's Porzingis, man. Hey, dude, literally, he is catching and shooting like he a real sharpshooter. You know what I'm saying? Like he has no hesitation his jump shot at all.
He had like 30
at all.
15.
Right. And then on top of that, he's a phenomenal rim protector.
Yeah.
Like, bruh. So like I called it. I said that the Clippers, this is probably gonna be to me, one of their toughest matchups. If they weather this storm, this is gonna be a big leap for the Clippers, man.
Clippers in 7, though. I got them in 7, just off experience in Doc Rivers. Just a little bit, but I wouldn't be shocked if Dallas got by. But I would say if I had to bet everything, I'm gonna go Clippers in 7. But you need to be talking right now about these Rockets that you've been hyping up. What's up with that, bro? The Rockets 2-2, bro. You thought it was sweet.
Me?
Yeah.
Man, listen. It's only because James Harden don't have Russell Westbrook. I said that before, because Russell Westbrook is a huge key to the Rockets. Because that's a 30-point scorer, 10-point rebounder, and on top of that, the dude is the best motor in the NBA probably right now.
True.
So you're missing a lot of elements. But I'll say this. I do not like how James Harden is performing right now. I didn't really like how he was performing towards the end of the bubble either, only because he was just putting up numbers. He wasn't really efficient. He wasn't really impacting the game in a winning way. He was more or less just impacting it in the scoring, which
Does
is
he
not,
ever though?
huh?
Does he ever?
Well, I
All he
mean,
does is score.
some games I think that people have to realize that James Harden puts so much pressure on defense that it makes his whole team efficient. But when I see James Harden go 4 for 15, that's not even about his team being efficient. That's more about him just getting the number. Like I'm watching the game. I see him penetrate. He made Clint Capella look like an all-star. I'm just saying, people can call it what they want, but Clint Capella looks like an all-star with James Harden.
Yeah.
So people can say what they want, but sometimes James Harden really gets them guys moving, to get them going, and I just don't like how he's performing right now, but I do see them beating OKC, and when Russell Westbrook come back, is going to be proud.
It's 2-2, and when they went up 2-0, nobody was saying nothing, so OKC came and snatched a couple games. They on upset alert too. They on upset alert, and Chris Paul gonna be talking. Chris Paul gonna be talking his stuff, bro. If they win this series, I'm telling you right now, he gonna be talking. But that Lillard talk kind of quiet right now. LeBron finally played like LeBron one time.
Yeah, I know. He feeling it. Man.
Off LeBron. I'm not saying nothing bad about LeBron. This ain't today. LeBron, I was watching the game and I was like, I talked to Glenn up. I said, he was talking to me and I was like, hey, bro, hooping night. I can't say nothing.
Hey, man, I know you. Hey, Charlie is a Laker fan. All right. And, shout out to Kobe, by the way, man. RP Kobe. And, hey, to all his fans out there, hey, man, you guys, man, hold him in high honor, man, because that's a great guy right there on the court, man. So shout out to Kobe, his family, and his fans. So Charlie, I know your heartbeat was beating a little fast when you had to get that Portland versus Lakers matchup. I'm just a little bit.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I was cheering for Memphis.
Easy game, huh?
Man, God, Jesus, CJ and Dame, man, they phenomenal, man. And it's like I don't really get to watch them much because their games wasn't being televised that much this year. But man, and I was like, this is a bad matchup for my Lakers, strictly in the backcourt. You know what I'm saying? Like Danny Green, I love Danny Green, but I can't really trust KCP too much. Rondo wasn't there. Cruz, he was kind of, it was tough for him, but he tried though. He gave great effort. But man, I'm so glad they kind of turned that around a bit, man. We still got a play yet.
They play tonight. They better come.
Tonight is a must win.
LeBron, but not coming at 10, 7, and 7 stuff. I'm telling you right now. We're gonna do an emergency episode tomorrow. He come with some 11. This fan gonna talk about, man, but he had a triple double, 11, 12, and 11. No, I don't care about that, bro. He should be scoring 35, 10, and 8. Like they got nobody can guard him. And Melo been hooping too. He did just put that on. Melo have been hooping.
Oh my God, yes.
Lakers 4-1. Lakers should be 4-1.
Yeah. Hey man, so me and DeMonte, man, we actually do quite a bit of talking like outside of this show. Like just talking basketball. Sometimes we won't even talk about the show. We actually just talking about basketball and whatever, And I was telling DeMonte that just from my point of view, it sucks to be in LeBron James' position because no matter how you do at least in my opinion, no matter what you do, somebody moves the goalpost for LeBron James. LeBron James could have had 60 points, 60 rebounds, 60 assists, and somebody would have been like, bro, but he should have had 80. Like every time he does something, everybody moves the goalpost. But nobody does that for the other greats in the NBA or of the NBA. So, like, I just feel like a lot of times with LeBron, they want him to score more. Then when he scores more, just because he makes one pass for the game winner, all of a sudden, he weak. I don't understand the logic behind it.
I think it's because we know what he can do, but he doesn't do it for a full duration of the game. We know what he can do and that he can be the most unguardable player, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Probably if he was what I will say this, if he was what everybody wanted him to be, he might not have had that much success. You know, and I think that the fact that he's such a balanced player and that he's unselfish, he could be the most selfish, rightfully so, you know, but he's so unselfish that, I mean, people just, I don't know. People can find the littlest to complain about, man. But, you know,
man, keep it 100, man. You a Laker fan. My brother is a Laker fan. I got a lot of friends that are Laker fans, man. Let's stop sugarcoating it.
Stop the job, Turkey.
Listen, Bron is an all-time great. He's on a Jordan type, like, you know, his name is mentioned with Kobe and Jordan. So his standards are that high. And I'm gonna be honest with you. When Dame Lillard missed those free throws, right? Dame said it's because of the respect. I get. That's why they do that. LeBron, if he missed them 2 free throws, like LeBron does that, bro. Like, as great as he is, he do have like some weird moments. Like, I want to get cramped right now. I want to have a broken wrist after the series and show everybody. I want to disappear for a series against Dallas. He does some weird stuff sometimes. Like the other night, I was watching. I'm like, Bron's supposed to. He missed some like JJ Barea. He's shooting fadeaways. Like, he's had some weird moments. You get what I'm saying?
Did you just say he disappeared
against Dallas in that Dallas finals? Like, remember they lost for the first time with the Heatles?
Right.
Bron averaged, and like, what did he average for the series? 18, 19?
Probably 18.
Yeah, like, come on, Bron. He had 8 points in one game in that game. Like, that playoff low. Like, Bron was on some other stuff in that series. I'm not bringing up his lowlights. What I'm saying is we've seen his standard is high because he's touted so high. You know, and I'm not okay in it because you gotta filter who you listen to too. Like, everybody don't know what they're talking about. Me and Glenn were talking about that. I said, Glenn be scrolling down the timeline and he'd be like, that dude's an idiot. And then he'll just want to, you know, and he won't say nothing, but he'll respond and say, man, they talking. I'd be like, bro, some people you just don't pay him no attention. Like me, I got to give Bron his props. He killed it last game. I have nothing bad to say about LeBron. But if he comes with a weak performance, I'm rating him like he Mike or he Kobe. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I can't be like, well, you know, he's still the greatest. Like, I'm not doing that, bro. Like,
I just feel like when it comes to the LeBron discussion and we bring up Jordan, right? I think that it does make it difficult because we're all trying to talk about different eras and different skill sets, different positions. You know, it makes it cloudy. The only thing I think that it hurts and it confuses me is I guess people sometimes make Jordan invincible. They forget that he played 17 years. He won 6 championships. Now, if I do the math correctly, that means he played 9 more years. And then what people will say is, well, Jordan, his last 2 years, he was retired. Or, you know, he came back from Washington. So what y'all saying is that his points that he scored, we should just say those don't exist. The rebounds he got, they just don't exist. Like the losses that he got, they just don't exist when they do exist. So like for me with the LeBron and those other discussions, they forget Kobe Bryant missed the playoffs 2 years in a row. One was due to injury, other one was because his team was trash. Then the third time, he got put out first round. So all I'm saying is sometimes that's my take on it. I just don't like when we discuss basketball and we forget that the human side of people exists in others besides LeBron. And that's just my take on it.
Hey, we got to spend up 30 seconds on this because once Michael Jordan reached the pinnacle, he never came down.
Well, he didn't have to because he had the 2 best players almost in the NBA, the Hall of Famers. So you're telling me if LeBron James in year 7 would have had a guy of the level of Scottie Pippen and a guy of the level of Dennis Rodman for the remainder almost of 7 to 10 years, he would be 3-6 in the finals. Are you telling me if he had Dwayne Wade in his prime and Shaq in his prime, are y'all telling me that he would only have 3 rings with those 2 players?
I'm better than Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant. I don't want to hear that.
Well, no, but I'm talking about Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen being 2 of the best players in the league.
But a rebuilt Dennis Rodman too. Like this Dennis Rodman was almost.
Dennis Rodman was a champion before he came to the Bulls.
He was, but when they got him from the Spurs, That boy was almost on the street. Like nobody wanted him. No,
but he still was a beast. That didn't make him not a beast.
But Jordan helped train his mind and put him in championship form. Like,
people didn't want Carmelo, but that didn't make him not good.
Yeah, but Carmelo ain't playing like Melo back in 2008 either. I mean,
but we knew like Carmelo should be on a team.
Hey, look, man, we just can't be comparing nobody to Jordan. I'm just keeping it 100. We just can't get.
Oh yeah, I ain't trying to compare. I'm comparing more of the goalpost factor of, when somebody does something great, you can't say an exception for one person and then make an exception for another. That's all I'm saying. But no,
we would talk about Jordan all day, to be honest.
Right, man. Right.
But the end of his career, I think Kobe, shout out to you. He was kind of talking about Jordan, but at the end of his career, we don't count that because Jordan was kind of trying to save the franchise at that point. Like, he wasn't really hooping for his love. He was the president with the Wizards, so he just came back to kind of get some fans in the seats and try to do a couple things. You know what I mean? I don't really count that, obviously, but that's neither here nor there. Let's move on before we talk about Jordan for an hour.
Right. All right. So, man, we had to make a separate conversation for this, man, because I think me and DeMonte, we had discussion before on a previous episode, and we talked about even a little bit on Facebook, and this Luka Doncic, man. All right, I'm a swing it to Charlie. I'm gonna shoot this to you. So his performance this past game against the Clippers, step back game winner. He had 42, like 17 and 12. Some LeBron-esque numbers. Oscar Robertson-esque numbers. I mean, that's insane, you guys. So how great was his performance, and just where do you rank him right now? So his performance, and where do you rank him?
Phenomenal, man. And for him to do that on a bum ankle, I respect him so much more. He still tried to go out there and give it his all when he got hurt from the previous game. And for him to put those numbers up on the Clippers and knowing what's all on the line, man, that's phenomenal, man. I still don't have Luka as a top 10. I'm not ready.
Oh, he dropped. Cut his mic. Mute his mic.
I'm not ready to give him that yet. I'm sorry, I am not ready to give him that yet. I mean, he's phenomenal, but I'm not ready to give Luka that yet. He's not no. He's not no. Look, see, y'all been drinking the Kool-Aid too much. People out there that's watching. He's not top 10
players better than Luka. I guarantee you're gonna stop somewhere and be like, "Oh, look, my bad."
I can give you that. If you was to ask me 10 players that's better than Luka, I would happily give you that right now.
And you better not say Paul George.
Hey,
you better not say Paul George. I know he's your top 10.
Paul George is my top 10. Yes.
No, you better not.
Paul George is my top 10. Yes. I'm not giving up on that fella.
Oh, Charlie. Hey, man. Come on, Charlie. Come on, man. It's hot in Arizona, man. Come on. Hey, look. Okay. All right. Hey, what you, Glenn, where you got him, Glenn?
All right. So first, I'm going to just speak on that performance just real quick. Hey, man, I know this. I can't direct it towards him particularly, but I'm going to blame Paul George because he put Luka on the road to terrorizing the Clippers. So Doc Rivers, you'd probably be fired because you let Paul George defend Luka, and Luka started going nuts on Paul George so bad that now he play off ball. Now he off ball defender. In case y'all don't watch basketball, please go look at the last game. You will see he don't defend on ball no more. So I have him in the top 10 currently right now. But if we're excluding a few names, obviously injured players, I have him in my top 5 actually. Just in this playoff right now. Now, not the season, that's a whole different story. But just in this top right now, man, I literally watched him pick apart one of the best defensive units in the NBA. Watch out, y'all. His pick and roll game. I'm gonna call it Steve Nash. Boy, I was watching this pick and roll, man, and I seen Steve Nash written all over it. The only thing is he's 6'7". 6'7" and can finish. So I really love how he's playing. I don't see him doing this for a very long time, just because it's a whole lot of different schemes out there. But right now, they better put Kawhi on that man because he is doing whatever he wants.
Listen, man, Kawhi got some of that pepper too. I'll watch it closely.
Man, but hold on. You seen the last 2 minutes of the game? Did y'all realize they ran the pick and roll to get him off of him because he went over 3 with Kawhi on him?
That's just strategically smart. But I've seen all of them this ain't the first 40 he gave him. He just gave him almost 40 the other time too.
That was Paul George.
And I'm saying Kawhi was getting a piece of that pie too. I was watching like, okay, Kawhi there now. Yeah, sit. That boy was dancing. We got to put some respect on this boy. This boy out here dribbling out there like Kyrie and Steph Curry had a baby. Bro, he out there shaking. Yo, he out here making people look silly. And he ain't got a super like speed burst and nothing like that. The Euro stuff, he doing it off the wrong leg. He laughing at people. Like, listen, bro, I'm going to be real with you. And I ain't quick to throw people into these lists and all that, but at 21 years old, I don't care if he was playing in Euro ball when he was 12 and all this stuff, they stayed 14. That boy is serious.
Definitely.
Serious. And he's clutch. And he be talking too. Like, and he doing it against the best defenders we got to offer in the NBA. You can't say, oh, with the such and such check them. They all 1, 2, 3 is in the series. So it don't matter who you put on him. I'm sorry, fellas. If we just talking bubble, he definitely top 5. If we talking regularly, he definitely in the top 10. And going forward, he's one of the best shows in the NBA too. He's one of the best shows in the NBA too. Mark Cuban, bruh, you done did it again.
Mm-hmm. I mean, of course, for me, I'm waiting to see the LA, if it was Lakers versus Mavs matchup, because those two LeBron-ish type builds, LeBron himself, and then Luka. I would love to see who comes out on top of that. Old man LeBron or the young GOAT in Luka right now. You know what I mean? I would love to see what's going to happen.
LeBron ain't trying to be on that island with that young man.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. Get in there.
Lakers in 5. We play the Mavs.
I like that.
Guarantee.
I like that.
I don't think so. I don't think y'all gonna make enough shots. Y'all don't got enough scores.
That's the only thing that this is an advantage though for. Go ahead.
Wait. I was gonna say Porzingis and Davis. Even though Davis is a better player, he gonna have to come away from that basket, buddy. You ain't better sit in that paint, Howard. You ain't better sit in that paint. And then Kleber hits that 3-2. And then they put in Ewing, Boba. Like, that ain't no easy win. And then snipers, Curry and Hardaway, Burke. And we ain't even talk about Luka yet. Dallas is tough, period, bro. Hey.
But the only thing is, I would say the element that LA brings that no other team has right now is Anthony Davis can leave the basket, and you have arguably two of the best rim protecting, athletic, rebounding centers in the NBA, in Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee. Now, JaVale McGee ain't gonna do nothing but block and rebound. That's all he's gonna give you. But you can let Anthony Davis defend Porzingis out there on that island, and you kind of know you're gonna get the rebound. Versus Zubac, they don't have anybody else besides him to even check Porzingis. But I do agree that's definitely gonna be a tough matchup. But I would say Lakers in 6. I would say Lakers in 6 because LeBron is gonna play week 1 game and he's gonna let them win, and then he's gonna terrorize them the rest of the way.
Listen,
I've seen this up close.
Make shots.
I've seen it up close a few times this year. I mean, Luka got money, don't get me wrong, but LeBron and AD 8, boy, and they just kept eating. Like I said, Lakers in 5.
That's a great matchup.
Hey, listen, he can get away with that right now because he know they ain't gonna play.
You're right.
He know Clippers gonna get out of that series. He gonna sneak out. The NBA barely gonna allow it. But I'm gonna tell you, I was watching. the truth is that Porzingis, them 3 months, 4 months off, helped him get healthier.
Man, he came back a grown man, boy.
Dudes that came back a little better, like they had off season. So
yeah,
I don't know.
And I love the way DeMonte also, man. He ain't let it slide. You got Tim Hardaway is, bro. He's playing his role very well. Then you got Seth Curry, who is probably the best shooter on the team right now. I mean, the best percentage. He's really knocking it down. So I love it. I just, LeBron is going to be a champion during the series, and that's tough to beat. And then you got Anthony Davis, who I just feel like, I told you, that's the biggest skill set I've seen in NBA. 7-foot guard, step back. Bro, he's hitting step back crossover threes.
Yeah, that boy, he going crazy.
All right. So I know y'all saying, I posted some on Facebook. I seen it going all up and down Facebook, man. Playoff P, Paul George, as I said, playoff D for disappear. Does he deserve? Is this nickname? Do y'all feel like it is? Do you feel like it's a good nickname? Like he gave himself the playoff P name. Does he deserve it? And then, like, how good is he really? Because obviously he was 4 for 17 last game. But I'll throw that to you, Charlie. What's your thoughts on this point?
Paul George is good. He's a great player. And I think right now he might be in a little funk. I'm gonna go back. What player don't experience they shooting funk in the playoffs, man? Come on now, y'all. Like seriously, y'all. We've all witnessed it. Shaq had bad series before. I mean, his numbers. I don't think he ever scored low in numbers, but still, Kobe, Jordan, you name it, man. Look, they didn't all have bad shit. It just if he makes shots, the series is nowhere near close. I'm not ready to close the door up on my boy Paul George just yet. Still a great man. Y'all just got it. I mean,
hey Charlie, I'm gonna back you up a little bit on this because got to get on Glenn. Glenn is doing individual lives about Paul George. Paul George is making him sick right now. Man, he can't. Hey, he was in the car. He was in the car, had the babies in the back seat. Paul George, like he just, he's just sick. He's sick of it. He's sick of it. But I will say, yeah, right. Listen, playoff P, you need to go ahead and throw that name in the trash, okay? But he's not playoff P. Yes, playoff Rondo. Playoff Rondo is a thing. That's a thing. Playoff P, that's not a thing. But I would say this: he's a great player. In the first game of the series, he had 30, and they won, and he was hitting everything. Nobody said nothing. Okay, and then when he don't shoot well, he just got that face that make you want to talk about him when he don't play. Like he just got faces, So he gets a bad rap a little bit. I do agree, some of it is warranted, but he just came up for MVP season. I be seeing people post stuff like, "Bro, he ain't been on nothing since the Pacers, bro." I'm like, what are you talking about?
What?
I mean, he just had the best year of his career. But people be saying stuff like that. Like, bro, he ain't.
He was to me. I told you he was a top 5 player in the bubble. Bro, he was playing OC in the bubble, bro.
His skill set and his handles, all that is off the chain. But again, some people's like, oh man, since his leg injury, he ain't been the same. I'm like, what are you talking about? Look, the dude's in a little bit of a slump. But again, that offense, Doc Rivers, as great as he is as a coach, he's one of my favorites. He struggles to me, slightly with offense. You know what I mean? Like it ain't the easiest offense.
Yeah.
It's more of a star-driven offense. Like he runs like sets that gives the ball to the stars. You saw a little bit of that when with the big three with the Celtics. In times they were great, but at sometimes you're like, why are they struggling to score this game? Man, I'm seeing the same type of thing with the Clippers. They have a lot of talent, but it just looks like some games it just looks funny. So I'm gonna give him a little bit of a pass and see what he keeps doing. But I will say that I have to put him up there because he's so good on both ends. Glenn doesn't think he's all that on the defensive end, but I think he's super versatile and he's a great player, but he's not a franchise player.
Let me bring
I'm about to give you a time limit on this one, bro. Cause you about to get.
See that right there?
Oh man,
This is what he got to offer right now. Trash. Nothing. Nada. That's all he doing out here. Hey, listen, Charlie, they might as well go ahead and pick me up. I might as well go hoop. I can go 4 for 17. I can stand there and shoot that. I might as well go ahead and be on the team. I can get killed on defense too. I might as well be out there. Give me about 350,000. I'll let them score too. I will let them score the ball too.
Really, it was nothing in that trash can. So.
Hey, listen. No, I respect Paul George though, man. I really do. I told, if y'all watch a previous episode, I had Paul George in my top 5 players in the bubble. Like, he was going crazy in the bubble. And I'm not doing this based off of this year. I'm doing this based off of most years that I've seen Paul George. I have not seen him show up. That's just me. I've always seen him fall short, whether he was Batman or Robin. I've seen him fall short many times. I'm gonna give y'all my honest opinion. The best playoff P I seen was Indiana versus the Heat.
Yeah,
that's the best playoff P I seen. At that point in time, in specific time, that dude was one of the best, obviously best players in the NBA top 5, in my opinion. But after that, everything just started slowly going down in the playoffs. I said this as well. I think Paul George is a good defender, maybe a really good defender, but he's not a great defender. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not saying I got the professional expertise, but I just don't see the Scottie Pippen, the Kawhi Leonard, the Dennis Rodman. I just don't see that extra level of defender in him. And then when Paul George is not scoring, I'm gonna ask you guys something. When Paul George is not scoring, what else is he doing? What else do you guys see, either numbers-wise, performance-wise, the eye test? What is Paul George doing when he's not scoring? Anybody? Any answers? What is he doing? Y'all thoughts?
No, man. Hey, off Paul George. You already pulled out the trash can, for crying out loud. The man got children.
He said, hey, listen. Hey, all I'm saying is, man, y'all be careful, man, because Paul George right now, it ain't looking too good, man. And I'm just saying, it ain't looking too good. If Paul George show up, man, this a whole different series right now. And I said this just to cut it short. Hey, y'all, stop killing Chris Middleton like that, man. Y'all putting Chris Middleton in the class of some of these other guys and then turn around and say he's not in the class of these other guys. Y'all stop killing him like that, man. Paul George is up here, and y'all trying to put Chris Middleton up here, but then break him down. Stop killing him like that, man. And y'all can't go back. Y'all can't say he weak and then turn around and be like, bro, but Paul George, or bro, but this person, bro, but Anthony Davis, he's not Anthony Davis.
Milwaukee dudes right now would trade Chris Middleton for a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos, bro, and an orange crush soda. They can't stand that boy, man. Hey, you can't even bring up the conversation. You be like, yeah, Chris Middleton was hooping. They look at you like,
but you know, here's the thing. You trade him, and then what?
Facts.
Who are you gonna trade him for? Who's willing to make a deal to get him? You know, and right. It ain't like people are knocking down their door, the Bucks organization, to come through in free agency. So you got to kind of deal with what you got. No, I think he's a quality player. No, he's not a superstar, you know, that I think of, but he's manageable. But I mean, come on now, like people crazy.
He had 21 today, and he had about 15 and 16 in one quarter. That was why he was hitting everything. He was cold again. He started off like, 1 for something, or 1 for 8, 1 for 9 again. But then in the third quarter, fourth quarter, they went to him. He scored about 13 and 15 in a row. And I was like, but who else wants to play Robin behind Batman over in Milwaukee? Like, you know what I'm saying?
And also too, I want people to realize too, most of the A guys, that option one, most of those their skill set is a little bigger than Giannis's. Most of the option ones, they just have a bigger one. You look at LeBron or Anthony Davis, you look at Damian Lillard, the Stephen Currys. A lot of those guys just have a deeper skill set, only for the fact that they can shoot the ball. So now we have to bring in a 2A and try to get a guy that's so versatile that he can offset Giannis not shooting the ball like that. And most second options are not going to be able to do that very well because they need the ball every time to be efficient. Whereas Chris Middleton, he's doing a great job of being like, Oh, you can score? I'll stand still.
Right.
A lot of CJ McCollum could not do that. You think CJ McCollum would be a catch and shooter? Heck no.
No,
Like,
no.
the only other option would be Clay. Like, and you said what?
You ain't getting Clay. That's a once in 25
It's a wrap. So you know what I mean? It's just yeah, man. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? So y'all lay off of Chris Middleton, man. You know, cut him some slack. You know what I mean? And when these other dudes don't show up, y'all make sure y'all let it be known that they ain't showed up too.
How about they put on a doggone jersey and go out there and see what let somebody critique them?
And half these people can't even make a left-hand layup. Trying to tell somebody.
Listen, I don't even think I just don't think they got something to do with basketball. I think they literally just don't like the man. Like, I don't know. Head shape. I don't know what it is. They just don't like him. Like, I don't get it. I be like, bro, they get angry at me. Like, you know, like, what you think about Chris Middleton? They're like, what? Like, nah, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody said he playoff weak. So he weak in the playoffs. He a pure playoff bum. That's what I see. Somebody said, forget trading him. We need to cut him. See, that's what I'm saying.
See, but they weren't talking about cut him off the team. They were talking about literally cut him. They talking about like stick a knife in his arm, take away his career. Like they don't like him. When he play good, they just be like, oh man, like so what? He's supposed to do that. He making $200 million. Like,
yes, they gonna miss you when you're gone, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
they gonna miss you.
Shout out, man. I'm with you, bro.
Yeah. It's definitely, but you know, as I said, man, Paul George, you better step it up, man. You're falling off. Don't think I forgot about it. No,
he's gonna be fine.
I hope he is, because right now, that boy, I'm telling you, any of us could do what he's doing right now. We could have what KCP did. We could have shot 0 for 9. Bro, come on. I could have did that. I'm telling you, right, I would have shot 0 for 9 so good, they would have signed me for another 10-day contract. Oh, the air ball, everything. I'm telling you, bro, it's over with.
Ain't been that long.
So we have our so goated list, man. All right, so it's our so goated top 5 playoff underachievers in the 2020 bubble. All right, and so man, our top
real negative tonight.
Yeah, man. You know, negative Nancy's out here, man. So you guys, if y'all got questions, we are going to take questions after this. So please maybe drop some below. We'll just maybe take a few before we hop off. If we have any, you know, please like drop them below. So I'm assuming everybody got their list together. I mean, who want to go?
Number 5.
All right, go ahead.
Like that battle rapper when he can't go,
right.
I said, hey, yo.
And they be like,
Let me go ahead and get it started then. You feel me? Number 5. Most, what we going to say, I'm going to say disappointing, but underachieving.
Underachieving.
James Harden, for me. You know, I've seen this movie before, bro. Like, all that 37 and 40 and all that. Bro, I need to see something. You know what I mean? Go get the mohawk back, whatever you need to do. But right now, you look a little shaky out here, bro. A lot of 6'15", and then you try to cover it up with some passing. You know what I mean? And some cheering on the sideline. But, you know, if he was more efficient, they would have won these last 2 games, and they'd be already hanging out. We already be seeing Westbrook getting ready for next series, but we don't. So 5, James Harden.
I can throw my 5 out there. I have clearly James Harden. I do not like his performance thus far in the playoffs. I think the Rockets are actually playing much better sometimes when actually he's not on the floor, which is sad to say, at least from what I've seen. But James Harden, number 5, you got to step it up, man, or cut the hair off. I don't like the hair neither. I get rid of that. Who you got, Charlie?
Hassan Whiteside.
Why? What? Where is this coming from?
I mean, you know, at Miami, he did his thing, and you know, he signs over to Portland, nice deal. But you know, that boy nerfed back, and he really ain't showed me he ain't showed me nothing really. I mean, Where he been, man? I mean, big money talk. He's supposed to big money walk, but that production out there, man. I mean, yeah, he's got a few blocks or whatnot, but he hasn't elevated, if that makes sense. You know, to what I was hoping to see him at this point. I was like, man, him and Nurk come back together, man. Twin Tower, that's going, you know. And like I said, I mean, I was maybe looking for more offensive production to go along with that, to be more of a complete big or whatnot. He outside of blocking shots, he ain't really give me much. That got him being a role player, man.
Yep.
Yeah, true.
A role player now. All that money.
I mean, Capella, man.
He's been demoted down to a role player, man. So I don't know. Underachiever, Hassan Whiteside.
You're getting some blocks. I agree with that. That's a nice catch right there.
Yeah. But
my number 4, and out of all the good stuff I said, you thought I froze, didn't you?
I started shaking my head like this dude froze.
That's Chris Middleton. It's Chris Middleton. All the good stuff I said is Chris Middleton, bro. Like, even though he played decent today, and even though he had some decent game, he had some game, and I am understanding, boy, he looked like hot garbage half the time out there. Some of the stuff that they say about the truth. He be out there just looking sick. I mean, he had the nerve to say in the post-game interview, he's like, yeah, he's had 2 points or 3 points. He's like, but I did everything else on the floor. Boy, you out there for 33 minutes, 35 minutes. That's disrespectful. Like, I mean, come on. You can't be out there getting paid all that money not doing nothing. So, yes, you're on my underachievers list. Number 4, Chris Middleton.
All right, man.
It was the business tonight. My bad.
Right. No, you good. So mine, I know we spoke about this earlier. We kind of laughed at mine is a coach. I got a coach, man. I got to throw you in there, man, because I don't really like what's going on, man. Doc Rivers, man. I got to throw you in there right now, big fella. Got to throw you in there. Hey, look, man. When I'm watching, so I told you before I was watching the Philly series, and I seen literally the most high school sets being ran. Like, it literally blew my mind. Hey, man, this offense that the Clippers are running looks like just, I don't know, they got a sink. They blind or something. I don't know what's going on. But Doc Rivers, you are underachieving with that unit and team that you have. Because, right, I'm just saying, barring Beverly is hurt, you still have 2 top 10 probably players in the NBA on your team. Probably could be argued whatever. Then you got one of the best 6 men of all time coming off in Lou Will. I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling it. You underachieving right now, Doc. Step it up, man. Step it up for the brothers. This Black Lives Matter and stuff, man.
Next. That's a good call out. You know,
at least he didn't get swept though.
That's fact.
Hold up, we true, but we still in the mix. Go ahead, Charlie. Don't get distracted by the comments.
My number 4, and they need to trade him. Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris. Like
Get him out of there.
Yeah, boy.
Get him out of there, man. Don't make no doggone sense. Get him out. Get him out of there. You got Coach Brown. You get him out of there. Messing up stuff. Get him out of there. He ain't worth for nothing. Ben Simmons goes now, man. I say, okay, you know what? They still have Tobias Harris. He is gonna get him out of there, man. He's a coach. Get him a coach ticket and a face mask. Get him, man.
The face he made when he said it, man. You know it was bad, bro. Yeah, you gotta get him out.
Hey, man, yeah, that was a bad look, man. That was a bad look.
3, Mike Malone, head coach. Listen here, bro. It's time. Hey, you on the chopping block, bro. Like I'm sick of Denver being one of the top teams in the West, and y'all can't win a series.
Can't win one.
Listen, you won to get first game, and then you done got popped 3 in a row.
Somebody got to get.
Hey, look. Listen, his post games be bad too. Like, post game, like you know, it's like your last days as a coach. When they ask you questions, you ain't got no answers. Like he be saying this dumb stuff. Yeah, I mean, you know, we got fouled. We could have got fouled more. Like, bro, y'all not guarding him. Dude had 50 twice. Like, come on, bro. Like, no defense.
But you know what, DeMonte, certain teams are just certain bad matchups for others. And I think Utah is a very bad matchup for a lot of teams, though, especially Denver. And it's shocking, but I think Utah is just as much as a complete team as what Denver is.
I agree with that, but you cannot let one guy continue to single-handedly beat you when Utah's not running anything special. They just give them the ball. You got to run at them. At least the Lakers, you saw teams against Lillard. They trying to double Lillard when he come up to court. They put their best guard defender on and make him face guard him or something. Donovan Mitchell just waltzing down the lane, pulling up at the free throw line like he ain't even sweating after he gets 50.
They are literally running like an ISO flex like offense. Literally, Donovan Mitchell is coming up, and weak side is just setting screens off ball, and he's getting an on-ball screen and just ISOing out of it. And then Rudy Gobert sets the screen to the left corner so somebody can pop up while Mitchell is just running to the basket. Like, I've never seen, like, if y'all people don't know what the flex offense is, if you got to look it up, but they're literally running flex offense, and then they just ISO out of it, and Donovan Mitchell is just going for 40. I don't understand.
Are slow, and they're putting him in a pick and roll, and he can't step up because he has to be back. So then he's just mid-ranging him to death. But you have not did anything to kind of change.
Has not changed the scheme up defensively at all. Trap the ball, double team him. Hey, hedge high, give up the back door. Hey, let them take the roll and have weak side rotate or something. I don't get it, man. I agree with you 100%. Mike Malone, boy, you better come on.
In the words of Charlie, count your days, sucker.
Count your days, sucker. Hey, so my number 3. All right. Chris Middleton, man. Hey, look, I got respect for him. I just think that right now, this is starting to become make or break for Chris Middleton and being a second option. I told guys before, Portland is a great team. I think they're a more good team. At some point in time, it come make and break where that team just ain't gonna be it. And I think right now it don't get much better than having the number 1 defense, rated defense in the NBA. It doesn't get much better than having a guy that's putting up 30 points, 20 rebounds. It doesn't get much better than being second option, and you literally get the green light every single time. That's tough, man. So Chris Middleton, you gotta step up. That's my number 3 guy. And you can do better, man. I know you can. You there, DeMonte? You may have to. Hey, DeMonte, rejoin back in real quick. Let's see. Remove him once. You might have to. But yeah, so I just think Chris Middleton, he definitely got a lot of pressure on him because that's a championship caliber team now. And I told people this before, it was easy for J.R. Smith to be J.R. Smith on the Knicks. But when you come to Cleveland and you have an opportunity to win a championship, you know what happened? They start scoping in on you. Now when you miss a shot, it ain't just a missed shot. It's a championship lost. So man, I got Chris Middleton number 3. All right. What you got number 2, Charlie?
It's Charlie number 3.
Number 3. We said number 3, right?
No, I had James Harden at number 2. Then I had Doc Rivers James Harden at number 5, Doc Rivers at number 2. Then I just said Chris Middleton as number 3. So now we should be at number 2. I think so, right? I didn't.
I ain't my number 3.
Oh, do your 3 then.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, this is 3.
Reggie Jackson. Reggie. Hey, Doc, give him a face mask. Get him a coach ticket. Get him out there too. Go send him somewhere where he can go sit on the beach and just think to himself for a second, man. The nerve of this sucker. They go get him from Detroit, man. And I'm thinking, oh man, he under a great coach. He's surrounded by some players. He is finna go ape. You know what I'm saying? Has he had a standout game yet?
that boy.
Not since the regular season.
Because I mean,
Regular season, he was all right though.
He was all right, but I don't know what.
I got low expectations for it, so I don't even. Yeah.
Well, he hurt my feelings. I had high expectations. I really dug him, and I can't stand him no more. Hey, Doc, get him a coach ticket in the face mask and some hand wipes. Get him out of there, sucker. Get him on out of there.
Number 2.
Yeah, man.
I ain't got to explain a whole lot. Brett Brown, the Sixers.
Oh.
I mean, the boy looks sad out there, bro. And the players all know it too. They done with him. Bro. I mean, Embiid said that no matter what happened, they still friends. Like, so, like, you know what I mean? That's what you say when you about to break up with your girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I want to still be friends, like he told her on Love and Basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's sad, bro. He gone. I got him as underachieving. They got swept. And Embiid didn't even cry this time, so.
He did a couple of them Kobe's though, you know. He bite his jersey a little bit, but other than that, he was trying to hold it in. Hey, so my number 2 underachiever in the playoffs right now is Paul George. I know y'all thought he was gonna be number 1, but I got something. Paul George, right now, you are underachieving. If anybody buy your shoes, I am going to score 30 on them just because they have your shoes on. And
you bet I'm buying. They on sale right now.
They should be on sale for $4, and for $4 for 17. They should do, but you know. Yeah, man, Paul George, that's my number 2 guy right now. I said my piece.
What you got, Charlie?
Numero uno.
There you go.
I'm gonna have to agree with you, Glenn, on Paul George. Is so far as being the underachiever. He's still a top 10 player, but right now, man, he's in the funk. So I honestly think he's gonna come out of it. Everybody's riding him off. That's what he needed, you know. A slice of the humble pie, probably. You know, he had a few slices of them. So you know, but yeah, I got him at number 2 for right now. He gonna come out of it though. Mark my words. But you know, got him at number 2.
And number 1 for me, I hate to do it to you, bro. Your name got said 3 times in a row. Paul George is number 1. Jesus. Hey, listen, man.
Jesus.
My boy out there looking bad, but hey, Paul George, he looking like he's sleeping on the couch, but that's how bad he's playing, bro. Like, hey, you know when you get the beard growing in and it's like sprinkling, you know, dude's like, yo, did you wash today? Like that's how he look out there, bro. He look terrible. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I'm sick of defending him. So Paul George, please get your game together, bro. You are the biggest underachiever right now. But I know you can turn it around because I think he's as talented as any of the players. I'd say he's top 5 talented, top 6 in the league, talented in the NBA. But you know, he has some mental things he has to get over. So
yeah, man, I seen him miss a wide open layup. My mama would have made. I said, boy, you don't stop missing. All right, man. So listen, man, this is my number 1, man, and I got to give it to him because the boy cannot win 1 game, not 1. Ain't no way you top 5 center Joel Embiid and you can't win 1. You are underachieving. All I'm saying is 1. We need 1 game to not get swept. Joel Embiid, you are the donkey of the day. I know he was putting up numbers. I know he was doing this, but guess what? LeBron did too, and he still got the fit. So, Joel Embiid, man, listen. You wasn't doing all that yelling and shouting and cursing and trying to provoke people. Where was that at, sir? Where was that at, please? I didn't see it. I seen you get swept. That's all I seen. And I didn't see any leadership from Joel Embiid. That's number 1. And then number 2, he made 0 adjustments on the offense or defensive end to get his team involved and make them a better team. I know they didn't have Ben Simmons, but that's what we got Joel for. That's what we got a top 5 center in the NBA for, to get us at least one win by accident. Joel Embiid, you got to get the boot.
I might even jump into that because I don't appreciate you doing Embiid. He averaged 30 and 12 for the series, bro. Tobias Harris and super paid Al Horford didn't do nothing. Mr. Cornrows, Josh Richardson got to do something, and the coach is awful. Listen, man, Embiid, I'm with you, bro. 30 and 12, bro. Listen, sometimes you can't guard everybody and score.
And all I'm saying is, man, LeBron had 23, 17, and 15. They said it wasn't enough. so guess what? Embiid,
bro,
it wasn't enough, sir. All right, but yeah, I agree, man. He was balling, but it just man. He's too good of he's too high profile of a player to not win just one. Just one. Had that been Tim Duncan, he would have won one. I'm just throwing it out there. Go ahead.
I might even talk about Tim Duncan. Go ahead, Charlie.
Number one, the whole 76ers organization. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. MB, I'm not trusting the process no more. Tobias Harris, time to go fishing. Richardson, garbage juice. Man, throw the whole organization away, man. Start from scratch. It ain't too late. Just start from scratch. The whole organization. Jimmy Butler walks out. You get rid of JJ Redick. Then throw the whole organization away, man. It's a hot mess. They get ready to try. They're gonna try to do away with Ben Simmons pretty soon.
They better not.
That's coming. Mark my words. August 24th, 2020. The Sixers watch what they're gonna deal away Simmons, man.
That'll make them dumb because they'd be crazy for that.
Because I just watched Joel get killed, and he was putting his effort in, but the Sixers, they look like without Simmons, they look like a Brooklyn Nets /Suns / worst team in the NBA almost. I mean, don't get me wrong, Boston is a good team though.
They don't get no easy baskets because Ben Simmons gets some transition buckets, and he's out there. He opens the court, and you know what I mean, and he makes these extra passes. They've got no speed really without him out there. He's a great defensive player. He's an untradeable commodity. But if you're going to start over, you got to do something, to maybe do it. But who you trade Ben Simmons for, and what you going to get back? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what you get back for Ben Simmons? He basically LeBron James with without the scoring. You know what I'm saying? Like.
I could just see them making the move to keep Embiid and doing away with Simmons, man.
Yeah,
you can see that. I could definitely see something like that happening.
So Tori Edmond, his question was, shout out to you, Tori, for joining us and being on and getting the comments. He said, "Do y'all think it's time for the Sixers to start over?" I say no, but I think they invested way too much into that core four. They had two guys and they should have kept it young. I love that team when they had Redick and Ilyasova.
Good team, bro. Good team.
And Dario Saric and all. I love that because they had the shooting around around Simmons, and they had the shooting around those guys, and they had T.J. McCullough. I like that. I love that team. And then they went star chasing and came up with Tobias Harris and old Al Horford.
See, but that's what I'm saying. You just said that'll be dumb on the end, but look who they let. You know what I'm saying? Some great pieces go.
Those other two guys are too young. Like Embiid, them guys are under 25. Like they're too young to break it down, and they'll go somewhere else and they'll haunt you for the rest of your life. Because Embiid he's different too, bro. Like, I mean, he gotta commit to his conditioning though.
So I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
So from the looks of it, Giannis is going to be with the Bucks for a bit. Celtics are study developing. They're going to be around for a bit. The Raptors is going to be around for a bit. Miami's up and coming. I mean, where did the Sixers fall in that conversation? Is as ranked among the elite in the East to possibly come out of the East? Where do they stand?
They need the right trade of a shooter. They need the offensive guy. And they need a new coach. They need a new coach with new blood. They got two of the best players in the East. So, I mean, and they both play defense, So that ain't the problem. I think the culture is bad over there too, and they got one of the best home courts in the NBA too. They just, they got to get it together, bro. I mean, great number one selection though, Charlie. But now it's time to move into the honorable mentions. Who you got? Honorable mentions.
Hey, I mean, this is no shot at him, man. I like this guy, man, but I got Jokic, man. He was out there. I don't know, man. He just disappearing. I'm missing him playing, man.
Playing well though.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
just like
29.
it's that like for some reason he's playing, but it's just like that impact that I've been seeing from him on a regular basis. For some reason, I'm just not feeling it. Also, too, because I feel like he's that player for the Nuggets that puts them over the hump. He's that piece that makes them like really good, you know. But I feel like I'm missing him right now. I don't know. I'm just missing him.
I think the team's a little thrown off with Will Barton out there. I do think he's a very important piece to that team.
Yeah.
I think that
Two-way player.
Two-way player. I think that hurts them a lot. Honorable mention, Kyle Kuzma.
Ooh.
No, you didn't.
I mean,
no, you didn't.
Kuzma whack. He been whack, bro. I'm sorry. He been whack. I mean, you think he been playing good? You a Laker fan?
Good.
Be honest. Danny Green, honorable mention. Danny Green out there, boy. If you ain't gonna make a shot, what you on the court for? Go and sit him down. Boy out there like he can't shoot nothing.
Wait,
know what a mid.
I'd rather you say KCP before Danny or Cool.
KCP been balling the last couple though. Yeah, he started off slow, but remember the game before he had like 19. Now when he be out there, he be looking whack, but he be playing.
I don't like his style though. Like the way his clothing look, like his swag is all off. I feel like it's just something off. KCP, man, we're gonna get you some new clothes, a new attire, because he be wearing the sleeve. It just look broke. Not broke money wise. It's just like you gonna miss a shot the way you dress. I don't like it.
Yeah. Who else?
Eric Gordon.
Yeah.
Old man Riverwalk. Have a seat.
He cried too much too.
Oh my God, dude. I would have thought that with being out that he would have been that that person to fill in and play some great basketball. And he flat out sucks, man. I'm sorry. Look, man. He flat out sucks, man.
They went to OT.
I think he went like, huh?
Harden fouled out, and he was the go-to guy in OT. That
boy
was out there throwing up. Eric Gordon, man, he's out there throwing up some garbage. I said, oh,
yeah.
I got one for you. Everybody want to ride a train until it costs to get on. TJ Warren, where are you at, sir?
Oh my God.
Where are you at, sir? You went and talked to all that smack, Mr. Warren, and now you over here looking like average Joe Smo. Putting up maybe 16. Said, what happened to what was going with TJ? Where you at?
He's back to he had about 19 right now. I know.
Yeah, but that 19 ain't gonna cut it. You know what I mean? Because Jimmy, I told y'all. Well, I think we talked about this before, DeMonte. Man, I just try to get people to realize, man, when you a star, it's levels, man. Jimmy Butler is the star of that series. Ain't nobody bigger than him right now in that series. He doing whatever he wants. TJ Warren, where are you, sir?
I will get on Oladipo, but I know he's coming off an injury.
Yeah, I let Oladipo slide because he's deferring a lot to other players right now, which is it's very obvious.
Yep, it is.
Where's Miles Turner been?
Who?
He been playing okay though.
Yeah,
not bad.
It's just Miles Turner. I don't know. It's like he got all the athleticism and he can good touch around the rim, but like, what do he be doing?
He's not the focal point of offense, which he should be made more of a focal point.
But he a good finisher. Like, and he defends well.
That's the coaching. That's some of the coaching fault too.
Yeah.
But
man, I've
been watching him. He's been playing pretty decent. He's been playing decent though. He ain't been terrible.
Yeah.
But hey, stop protecting Kyle Kuzma, bro.
Listen, man, leave Kuz alone, man.
Kuz out there shooting off one leg, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he out there hezoing. I'm like, Kuz, you acting like you getting that real cheap, that real money. Like, you ain't gonna be shooting off one leg, bro. Leave that to LeBron and AD.
Listen here.
You better.
Can I guarantee something?
He ain't gonna be no all-star. You better watch your mouth. You better not say that.
Oh, you know, I guarantee. Well, how Chuck? I guarantee. Kuz be an all-star next year.
He won't because he's not better than Brandon Ingram, first of all. So he ain't gonna get it. So that's don't even start.
All-star next year. All-star. I guarantee. All-star.
Hey, I gotta throw a name
2020.
in there. I gotta throw a name in there only because it's just the inconsistency is not there, man. Oh man, Bledsoe, man. Sometimes, man, you irk my nerves, man. I know we on Chris Middleton. We on his heels, man. But bro, I seen him do a fadeaway floater one time, and I said, "Sub him. I put Kyle Korver in. Let him run around." As he ran to the basket, forward, then linked back and shot a floater. I said, "Bro, if you don't get on the bench," but Bledsoe, man, I gotta give it to him, man. That dude be.
I really can't defend him right now, bro. Like,
he get on my nerves.
I've been gave up
on him instead of Chris Middleton.
I gave up on Bledsoe being like I be looking for George Hill and
that Phoenix Suns Bledsoe just ain't showing up, man.
So I got a question. I got a question for you all. Who? So Middleton is the number 2. You guys think, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of think that's kind of split between Middleton and Brook Lopez, kind of. If that makes,
I think Middleton's an all-star.
Yeah.
Any 40-90, basically. He missed it by half a percentage point, bro. Like, so he's efficient. It's his bucket. I think Lopez is the 3 this year, but that's not a good 3.
But I think what's tough though is that I told him, man, I told DeMonte that it sucks that we're looking at a team, a roster of 12, and we're saying that Brook Lopez is our best shooter. Current, like, not saying like, not nothing against Chris.
Kyle Korver's team, hold up now.
Yeah, well, I know, but I'm just saying that Kyle Korver comes in spurts, but Brook Lopez plays heavy minutes for the Bucks. We know Kyle Korver is the best shooter by far. But sometimes Brook Lopez is putting up 3 to 4 more threes than Kyle Korver is, only because he's playing more minutes. But it's tough for me because we're like, we got Chris, we got Bledsoe, we got Covington, we got Korver, who is a top 5 shooter in the NBA. Like, I don't understand how we're deferring to Brook Lopez so much that he's like the best 3-point shooter on the floor at some point in time, or a lot of time during the game.
Connaughton's a great shooter. George Hill's the best 3-point shooter in the league by percentage.
Yeah, but sometimes Brook Lopez is putting up.
Well, I mean that's just what Lopez does, but I mean the Bucks have a team loaded of shooters. So I mean George Hill shoots like 40.
Yeah, it's just like, man, I see Brook Lopez firing it up, and then next thing you know, George Hill just ain't shooting it, and we got good shooters on our team, but. So hey man, so y'all be aware, man. These dudes that's underachieving, man, we on their heels, man. Don't think that they're gonna slide past. All right, they're gonna end up right in here, okay? They're gonna end up in there, but you're
in a clean garbage can, a clean one. Ain't nothing
wasn't
in
right Paul George on here or PG, but I figured I'll save him just in case he performed bad next game. I got you, PG.
Also, you gonna put the jersey on. You gonna put the jersey over the top of the trash.
Gotta be both.
That'd be so messed
up. Hey man, so I guess we can wrap it up, man. I wish we could do some shout outs though, man. I know. You said what?
Go ahead. I was gonna let Charlie go ahead and get the first crack at his shout outs. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Firsthand, I would like to give a shout out to my Lakers at Merrill Park, man. Those guys that committed to me. Although I'm all the way in Arizona, man, you guys took a chance out, playing for, the organization in the NBA league. We got swept. Remember, a while back, I said that the Suns were, I said they was underachievers. Yeah, and they saw that video and they swept me out the playoffs. So. So, man, but shout out to my Lakers, man. Those guys that stayed with me or whatnot. That's it for me. I ain't. Oh, shout out Yak too, man. Get ready to Rep Your Love League. Get ready to start back on September 5th. Guys that's looking to play, hit my inbox or something, and I could try to find something for you. It's a great competitive league ready to take off.
We gotta talk about that off the air, bro. Let's talk about that off the air. I want to holler at you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know you connected in there. I gotta holler at you.
I know it's something Glenn get to do on this.
Yeah, gotta holler. I do my shout outs quick. Shout out to Michi Smith. Shout out to Corey Bullock, Julius Bynum. Some of the regular guys that come in and get in the comments. Kobe Keys, always in there, man. And then Tori Edmond, who jumped in the comments, man. Shout out to all y'all, man. Coming in, keeping it live in the comments and stuff like that. And we completed the pro-am unsuccessfully. You know what I'm saying? But listen here. I'm gonna just throw this out here, bro. Rep Your Loved Ones League. I'm coming for heads. I'm just letting everybody know right now. So, I'm coming for heads, bro. I'm coming for blood. I'm doing push-ups. I'm in the gym. I'm ready, bro. I honestly, I can't wait. So I hope that Yak don't push that date back. We starting on September 5th.
Yeah. Well, I ain't coming for heads. I'm just coming to hoop. So I'll let him put up his 30. I'm trying to get 20, 10, and 10 on a smooth night. That's all I'm trying to get. Hey, man, if y'all don't get back on defense, I will have 15 assists on you. And believe me, it will happen. Because I'm throwing full court. You hear me? It's a wrap. All that Down said, hype. I'm out of here, boy. All right. No, but shout out to everybody, man, tuning in. We definitely lost in the Pro-Am. And our Tyra League, Squad League, we went into 4 overtimes with a team. So, yeah, it just was, sometimes it be like that. But we won anyway. So, shout out to Mud Brothers, man. They're a good team in Squad Up League, in the Squad League. I told them, man, y'all be careful, man, because one of these teams catch you slipping, you're going to be going fishing. Boy, I'm telling you right now.
Y'all got a big game this Sunday, right?
Yeah. So we play Love Food this weekend, this Sunday. So y'all come out, man. Y'all come out to the game. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a whole lot of.
Do you know how many years I have been waiting to witness that matchup, and I am heated that I cannot see that. You know how long I've been waiting?
Man, people probably gonna be live or something, man.
What time to get?
Honestly, I have no clue. I don't even know. I don't even know if she has a schedule out for it yet.
We got to get the game. I got to figure that out. I got to get done. But
yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of just jaw jacking people. It's like that, man. So hopefully I can actually play a full game and take the game serious, because sometimes it's hard right now. But man. So yeah, y'all come out, man. Watch. It should be a good game. Win, lose, or draw. Shout out to them guys, man. We definitely coming to play though. So everybody be ready. You ready, man? You know what I mean? So. And I don't know if it's any MVPs, but if it's some MVP talk, please let me know so I can defend that person, so Eric Williams can win MVP. So if you are in the MVP conversation, please let me know so I can have you on 0. And then and my guy can win MVP. Just let me know, man. You know what I mean? It's like that. B.O.B., man. That's how DeMonte, if you need an MVP in the next league, you with us, just let me know. I'll keep on 0. So, just let me know. And I get 5 fouls most leagues, so. But yeah, no, man, I'm just out here jacking. But yeah, so everybody, thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to Charlie, man, out at AZ, man, coming in, tuning in, and everything. You always responding with us, man. We appreciate you coming on with us.
Yeah.
And man, y'all be looking out for our next episode. And as always, if you guys have any topics, any special guests you think need to be on this show, if you think you need to be on this show, and hit us up. Let us know. Send us a message. Tag us. And when you make a So Go to status, man, put the @ symbol in front of it so it can actually come to us. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Anything from you guys before we wrap up? Any little things?
Be safe, people.
Yeah, for sure. So, all right, man. All right, Charlie. All right, DeMonte. All right, everybody. We are